Okay. So we took a look at the Wikipedia page for the fall split of the RLCS 22-23 season for Europe. And what we're going to do now is give our top 10 rankings for the fall split. All right. And so basically what I looked at is the results, obviously, where these teams finished. I also looked at some of the wins and losses for the Swiss stages and whatnot. And then just kind of general feel, does this team feel, when you watch them play, do they feel dangerous? Do they feel like they can actually win events? So obviously there is some of my own opinion and biases built into this, but this is my top 10 for Europe in the fall split of the RLCS 22-23 season. First up, we got number 10, Tundra. We're going to put Tundra in the number 10 spot. I think that they are a great team. They have shown some consistency. I think they have a relatively high floor. Again, kind of hitting on that consistency, but I don't know if they have as high of a ceiling that is needed to actually win events. I would be surprised to see them win. I do think we could see them in a top 4, maybe even a grand finals appearance, but Tundra, I think we're going to slot them in at the number 10 spot for our first team. Next up, we got, should I do a drum roll? You don't hear it? Yeah. Nice. We got Evil Geniuses. We're going to put them in the number 9 spot. Evil Geniuses, I think they're not the most flashy and crazy and fun to watch. They're not as chaotic as teams like Liquid and Moist and Oxygen. They're not as flying around, going as wild. They are very structured. I think they have fantastic defense. But I feel they lack a little bit of offensive firepower. I think all 3 players are obviously very capable and very dangerous when they have some time and space on the ball. But at the moment, it seems like they're struggling to put up points. And, well, that's going to lead them in the number 9 spot. I think they could slide up a little bit. We'll see. But I got some teams ahead of them that I think are going to have a little bit more potential to threaten to win events and make top 4, top 2 a little bit more regularly than I think Evil Geniuses will. Number 8, we got... Wait, let me get that drum roll. Okay, here it is. Slight delay. There we are, Team Vitality. Now, some folks are going to be a little irritated with this probably. Yeah, the bot is broken. I don't know what's going on there. I'll fix it later. I wonder if I can do it here. No, I don't think so. So I got Vitality there in the number 8 spot, and I will say this. I think Vitality has the potential to continue climbing. They may end up 7, 6. Who knows? Maybe in top 5. But I think Vitality's way better than the beginning of their season would indicate. Obviously, missing out on that first regional is atrocious. It's not good. It's not good enough. There's a lot going on with this team. Obviously, they signed Zen. They're going to pick him up and have him starting late in the season, around the February area. So all 3 players dealing with a very odd social dynamic with that team. So we'll see what's going on there. But for now, I think I got Vitality number 8 spot. Number 7. This is where we put G1. G1, a lot of hype around this team. Everybody was like, I don't want to say expecting, but there was definitely a lot of buzz in the community on Twitter and everything like that, talking about the potential of this team, top 5, attending majors, all that good stuff. And I don't think it's impossible, but I don't think it's as likely as maybe everyone thought it would be. Certainly not as much as, just general community sentiment kind of indicated. I think it was a little bit of overhype. And I'm excited for the team. I'm excited for them to be signed. I'm excited for that org to join Rocket League. But as far as just evaluating results and potential, I still got them, placed in that 6 through 10 spot. I think they'll bounce around in there and they'll have a couple good performances, but I don't really see them on top of Europe. Now, number 6, I think we're not even going to do a drum roll because I think it's just obvious what it is. I cannot have them higher than this, but I got to put Team BDS at number 6 as high as I possibly can. They have shown weakness. They have shown, a snag in the armor. They just, I think a lot of people thought that they would come in and just top four, maybe a win. sprinkled in there. But it's just been really rough for Team BDS. They have lost to teams that they shouldn't have been losing to. They have been knocked out of the event, top eight, and then I think 9 through 11. And it's just not what you expect of a World Championship caliber team, which they are. They still are. They have a fantastic structure, fantastic support system. The org is incredible. They're always boot camping. Their coaches taking things serious, putting a lot of effort in, and all three of the players are too. And I think when you do that, you're just bound to find success as long as they can balance the expectations and just the mental wear and tear that they will take as a top team. Now, number 5. Bump, bump, bump. I'm plugging in Quadrant at the number 5 spot. And you guys heard me talk about this earlier that we're hanging out in the stream for the YouTube video. I just kind of mentioned that Quadrant, while they do have a consistently high floor, we're probably going to see them make those top 8s, at least so far. That's how it's been. I don't really see them having a high enough ceiling to win international events. I think it's going to be tough. Not impossible, but it's going to be tough to win European events as well. Now, I do think they're definitely in that mix for a 1 through 7 team. I don't think they're, probably not 1. Maybe I'll say 2 through 7, 3 through 7. I don't think they're going to be at the very tippy top, but I don't think they're going to fall towards the bottom of the top 10 either. I'm excited for this team, too, because Cash is a fantastic player. In my opinion, has probably deserved a little bit better results than he's achieved in the past. And deserve may not be the right word, but at least he has the potential to perform better, and we're seeing that now with his teammates of EXO and Relating Wave. So I'm excited for Cash and Quadrant, another new org in the Rocket League Esports space, and that's why I got them plugged in at the number 5 spot. Number 4. This is probably fairly obvious as well. I don't know, maybe not. We're going to plug in Moist. Moist Esports going to be number 4. Obviously an incredible season. Losing Vatira, plugging Astral in. You're kind of wondering what's going to happen. And they've shown some consistency, but not enough to take down or take home a W as far as the full tournament. I am not out on Moist. I know a lot of people are, but they think that Vatira was kind of the piece that made them tick, or the piece that made them good. I think he was obviously a critical piece in making them what they were. But I think Rise and Joyo are no joke. They are no slouches, and I think Astral is a great fit as well. And I think Moist will probably remain top 5 the whole season. So there we go. We got Moist top 4. Now, this part right here. What? This part right here is we're going to have some folks upset.
Even though I have work in the mornings now, I'm still always lurking and listening.
Slight delay, but we're going to plug in Team Liquid. Liquid in the number 3 spot. Now, Liquid, all three of our top 3 have at least one win. Liquid just recently got their win. Now, here's a couple things. Liquid, in their fall split, increased their performances. They improved throughout the split, all right? They had a 9th through 11th placement, a top 8 placement, and then a top 1 placement. I think that's how it went. Now, here's the thing, all right? I know, I see it in the chat. A lot of you want them over Oxygen. I can't do it just yet. I can't do it just yet. And it is a little hopium. That's what it is. It is a little bit of hopium. The reason that I have Liquid as 3 underneath Oxygen is I think Oxygen is still undecided. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what they're going to give us. But we've seen moments of, incredible performances. There are times like they knocked out KCorp in the first regional, and it was incredible. Regional 2 throughout the Swiss stage, they looked incredible. Or in Regional 3, excuse me, they looked incredible. So they have some moments where they look really, really good. And I'm kind of, like I said, a little bit of hopium here. I am kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt that they will improve as they. I'll go ahead and throw them up here. Obviously, Oxygen number 2. I kind of have the hopium. The thing is, it's going to sound bad. I don't really care if they play better or not, but I kind of think that they will. I think Archie and Joriez are both incredible. I think Oli is as well. And it really just seems like Jordiez has kind of been unlocked to a new level. We've seen some of this in the past on occasion with Dig. In fact, actually last season with Dig, there was a similar start where they had a really hot fall split. And so maybe history repeats itself and they kind of slowly trickle down the ladder throughout the season. But for now, I'm going to put them just one above Team Liquid. I think these are obviously interchangeable at the 2 and 3 spot. And then last, and obviously the best, I'm going to switch up the phrase a little bit, KCorp. All right? I got them at the number 1 spot. They have looked incredible. They have looked dominant at moments. They've been in all 3 finals for the fall split. And personally, I think this is probably the best team in the world at the moment. KCorp, they're a new squad. All right? They're a new squad. They got together and immediately just a French powerhouse. You know, I mean, I am kind of blown away at how quickly it happened. You know, they shouldn't be as good as they are as quick as they are, right? This is something that maybe I would have said, yeah, maybe in the winter, maybe in the spring, they'll have 3 finals appearances, 1 regional championship maybe, but I would not have predicted it right out of the gate, and they have just hit the ground running. They have, you know, they've played really well together. I think their play style is incredibly fun to watch. It's very efficient. It's very effective. It is not super risky. I think it's something that they should have a pretty easy time replicating when they get to the international stage. And then obviously they have Vatira, and Vatira at the moment may be the best player on Earth. If not, he is certainly one of the top 5. He's incredible. He's a playmaker. He's one of the best defenders, if not the best defender on Earth. And, you know, that's why I got KCorp in the number 1 spot. So there's our top 10 for Europe for the fall split of the 22-23 season. We got KCorp, Oxygen, Liquid, Moist, Quadrant, BDS, G1, Vitality, Evil Geniuses, and Tundra. And you know what? This is our top 10 teams in points. It's not the exact perfect order, but, you know, a little bit of bias here, a little bit of a, you know, personal opinion. We'll see how it works out. And top 5, obviously, are representing Europe at the International Major, so catch that. It's happening December 8th through the 11th, I think is when it starts. But that's going to be it for the video. If you want to come and tell me how bad you think my takes are live on the stream, we stream every weekday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.